Yo, what's good YouTube, it's YBC. I'm back with a video. In this video, I'm going to bring to you guys what I think is the top 10 players in the community who is a YouTuber or is a Twitch streamer. And I'm also going to give out a couple awards too. This is like my edition of the top 10 players in the community. And also throwing in a couple Myteam awards at the end of the year. So yeah, last year I did a top 10 players list, and honestly, that last year's was cool, but you know, this year is even cooler. You know, there's more people that are in the community now. It's a much bigger community than it was last year. Last year, there's some people who left from the top 10 list who just left the Myteam franchise mode. So yeah, this is gonna be my NBA 2K18 edition of the top 10 Myteam players in the community. So yeah, with that being said, honestly, the way you enter is just simply by dominating the game. You know, whether it's in Myteam tournaments, whether it's in Myteam Supermax, you know, whether, you know what I'm saying, just if you dominate the game, you're probably going to be on this list. Now, like I said, this list has nothing to do with how often you upload or whether or not you have a YouTube channel or not, or a Twitch channel. But yeah, with that being said, I will have everybody's links to their Twitch channel or their YouTube channel in the description below. So yeah, if you guys want to follow them, make sure you guys check them out. I will have everybody in chronological order for you guys. So yeah, honestly, let's get into it right here, as I'm going to give away 3 awards first, and then I'm going to get into the top 10 list. So yeah, with that being said, the first award I have is the most improved player of NBA 2K18. This award goes to Pervy. So yeah, earlier on in the year, Pervy wasn't the best at the game. We're just going to be completely honest. He wasn't the best, but in community clashes, you know, I beat him. It was a solid victory on my part, but he didn't advance very far in community clashes. But over the course of the year, the man just dove into the playbooks. The man dove into the 2K system. Memorized pretty much every single play in the playbook, to be honest. People call him a playbook nerd, playbook god, whatever you guys call him. He knows every single play in the books, you know. So yeah, with that being said, he got, what, I believe a quarterfinalist. He was a quarterfinalist in King of Kings. Or if not quarterfinals, he was Sweet 16. But with that being said, he swept past the prelims, and he did a really good job in King of Kings. And on top of that, I played him earlier in the year and in King of Kings, and the man definitely showed improvement, which is why I'm giving him the Most Improved Player award. So yeah, the second award I have is the Comeback Player of the Year, and honestly, this was kind of a hard one to give out because of the fact that there were a lot of people who last year just left the community and just didn't return. But those people who left last year in the beginning of NBA 2K18 who returned in NBA 2K18 at the end of the year, that's where the Comeback Player of the Year award goes to. And honestly, I'm going to give it to OSN. I've played up against OSN before, and I'm not going to say how that game went, but the man definitely is a beast at the game. Like, if honestly he played throughout the year, he would easily be in the top 10 list, easily. But he didn't play all year, so I can't, and he didn't enter any tournaments, so I can't put him in the top 10 list. But I played him in a Supermax game. He definitely had his sticks back in his prime self in NBA 2K15 when he used to dominate NBA 2K16. So yeah, therefore, I'm giving OSN the Comeback Player of the Year award. I can't wait to see what he does in 2K19. The last award I'm going to give out before I get into the top 10 is the Honorable Mention Award. The Honorable Mention Award is going to go to Ambush. So yeah, this award is pretty much the award of, if it's like the 11th man in the top 10, to be completely honest. You know, if there was an 11th man in the top 10 list that I'm going to make, it would go to Ambush. You know, Ambush is a guy who in the beginning of the year struggled a little bit, but he got it together, and he's really good at the game. I got the opportunity to play up against him, and we went. It was a really good one. But yeah, Ambush pretty much just like knows the game, to be honest. Like, he knows the moves and just like how the game works. He has that IQ of like the game IQ, like the game script IQ. He knows, and he definitely knows how to play the game. Whether it's in my team, a team up, he's really good at the game, which is why I'm giving him the Honorable Mention Award. With that being said, we're gonna get in the top 10. At number 10, I have Denver Struck. So yeah, Denver Struck is a guy who in the beginning of the year dominated the game. He was really good in the beginning of the year, entered community clashes, did pretty well in that, got to the semifinals, but he lost to the guy who I'm going to put at the next spot. But with that being said, Denver had a kind of a rough year towards the end, but in the beginning of the year, he dominated tournaments, Supermax, he dominated, which is why I'm putting him at the number 10 position. And number 9, I have FaZe. FaZe beat Denver Struck in the community clashes semifinals round. So yeah, FaZe is really good. FaZe only entered community clashes. He actually won the entire thing. So with that being said, it's only right I put him on the list. And on top of that, I played FaZe multiple times. He's really good at the game. I could tell he knows what he's doing. That's why he won community clashes. He won a Myteam tournament. It's only right I put him on this list. At number 8, I have TJ Airday. TJ hasn't really played in any tournaments. You know, he's just, I could say that he played multiple people on this list and beat some of them. He beat some of the players on this list this year, which is why it's only right for me to put him on the list. We didn't really enter any tournaments, but yeah, the guy's a beast at the game. Probably the best dribbler in the 2K community, to be completely honest. At number 7, I have Facts Resolution. This man didn't play NBA 2K17, wasn't really known for NBA 2K17, but even at the beginning of the year, you know, I don't think Facts entered that many tournaments. No one really heard of him, but towards the end of the year, he entered King of Kings. I believe he entered Myteam Rankers tournament as well. The man beasted in both those. I believe he placed in top 8 in both. The man is such a beast. You know, he's on the Supermax leaderboards, I believe, multiple times. But yeah, Facts is really good at the game. I've had the opportunity to play up against him. Luckily, you know, we played in King of Kings, and he scored like 45 on me with Amethyst Josh Schmidt. So at number 6, I have Crypto. Crypto Robel has been just pretty much dominant the entire year. He's been number 1 in Supermax on the Supermax leaderboards multiple times. Crypto was in number 6, and with that being said, number 6 to number 4 can easily be interchangeable. These guys like are really good at the game. Not only that, but you know, these guys just are very interchangeable. You know, Crypto has been multiple times at number 1 at Supermax. I put up a screenshot right here for you guys if you guys want to see. So yourself. The man is a beast at the game. I played up against him multiple times. We went back and forth multiple times, but yeah, Crypto definitely knows how to play the game. He's such a beast at it. Crypto in tournaments this year, I believe he placed. I don't think he placed in a King of Kings that well, but I know in the MTR he placed 4th. He was a semifinalist in the Myteam Rankers tournament. You know, on top of that, number 1 all year in Supermax. I have to put him on the list. Therefore, I put him at number 6. At number 5, I have Carlos Story. Carlos Story is just, you guys know who he is. The man, I'm sure a lot of you guys have played up against him. He's well known in the community. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have played up against him. Beside from that, like the man, I haven't played up against him yet, but I played like one quarter a couple of times. The man knows what he's doing. The man definitely has some IQ. He doesn't really play in an unorthodox way. He plays like a regular person, but the IQ he has as a player and a 2K player is really, really good, you know. And on top of that, he plays well in the Myteam Rankers tournament. He's placed well in community clashes. He plays well in King of Kings. He did pretty much good all year. And on top of that, he beat some of the best players on this list too, you know. Carlos has some really good accomplishments. He knows how to play the game. Put him at number 5. So with that being said, number 4, I have Smoove. Smoove is considered a rookie this year in the Myteam community, and if you ask me, he probably is gonna win Rookie of the Year. If I gave an award to somebody, it had a Rookie of the Year award, it's gonna be Smoove. Smoove is just a great player at the game. You know, he uses cheese. He uses a lot of cheese, and I mean a lot. And Smoove knows it too. Smoove knows how cheesy he can be sometimes. But yeah, he's probably one of the most cheesiest players on this list. But aside from that, you know, aside from the cheese, aside from the jokes, aside from Rookie of the Year, the man knows what he's doing at the game. You know, he beat Carlos Story in King of Kings. He beat other people on this list. You know, he beat, like I said, the Carlos Story in King of Kings was a major accomplishment because I put Carlos Story at number 5. And if Carlos beat Smoove, I would have Carlos above Smoove. But because of the fact that Smoove beat Carlos, King of Kings, the man was a finalist in King of Kings, the biggest Myteam tournament in the community. Smoove was a finalist, 2nd place in that. It's only right I put Smoove at number 4. And with that being said, this leads me to my 3rd, who I have at number 3, and that is Goggles. Honestly, Goggles, the man's zone is just like mine, but my zone plays to stop the shot. Like, for example, when somebody shoots it, I play for the shot, you know. I don't play for the passing lanes. I don't play at passing lanes. I just play the shot. I play with my IQ. Goggles just runs around the zone like crazy. When I mean runs around the zone like crazy, you think you have an open pass in the corner, and he'll run and steal that ball. Literally, I'm not joking with you guys. You guys would think you have a diagonal pass in the corner. You diagonal it from one wing to the corner, and Goggles would switch and just steal it and shoot a 3 at the other end. The man just literally reads you before you do something, which is why I'm putting him at number 3. You know, for somebody to play 2K and read what you're doing before you do it, it's like really hard to score and just beat them, you know. With that being said, he beat everybody else on this list, and on top of that, he got 2nd place in the Myteam Rankers tournament. Man knows what you're doing before you do it. Goggles had a good job. You're at number 3, my guy. At number 2, I have Off Ball. Off Ball for life. That man is just he literally knows the game. When I mean he knows the game, the man literally knows your play. Like, Goggles knows how to play the zone. Goggles knows how to play the passing lanes. This man Off Ball knows your play. Before you run it, the man knows your play. And on top of that, I think he like mastered the blow by animation. When I mean blow by on defense, you can't blow by Off Ball. I had the opportunity to play against him in the semifinals round of King of Kings, and I lost to him. It was an incredible game, but I never got a blow by animation on him. He like countered the blow by animation. On top of that, the man has such money plays and knows how to play the game offensively. We got 2nd place in actually he won King of Kings. He didn't get 2nd place. He won King of Kings this year. Off Ball, you're at number 2, my guy. Great job. And number 1, we have the GOAT of this year and pretty much the last 2 to 3 years of my team, Brown Boy. Now this man won King of Kings. He beat literally pretty much everybody in the community. Honestly, the only player he hasn't played, surprisingly, is me. Like, I take a look at this list I made of all these players. I'm about 90% sure he literally played everybody, and if he played, whoever he played, he beat. Simple as that. When I mean he beats them, he didn't just beat them, he beats them by like 10 to 20 points. Brown Boy is just the GOAT of this community at the moment. I haven't had the opportunity to play him yet, but I've watched how he plays, and man is just so patient. The man only takes open shots. Defensively, he literally knows what you're doing. And Brown Boy is just simply the GOAT. There's not really no way to put it. Right now, Brown Boy is considered the Michael Jordan of the Myteam community. With all the accomplishments he has, honestly, his accomplishments are just too much for me to name right now. I'd probably make just like I'd be talking for like an extra 2 to 3, 4 minutes if I list all his accomplishments. But I do know for a fact he won King of Kings, beat multiple people on this list, top 10 people. He's at number 1. So far, he's the GOAT of the QK community at the moment. And yeah, like I said, this was the top 10 players of the list. I am excited to do it at the end of NBA 2K19 as well. I had a lot of fun recording this, you know. Like I said, you don't need a channel, YouTube channel, Twitch. You don't really need anything. Just honestly, as long as you guys just beat these guys and you guys just, I know you guys have a skill at the game, you guys can easily make this list next year. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. It's YBC. I'm out. Peace.